Hi guys, welcome back to another Bachelor review. This show, every episode just has so much going on, so much happens. So let's just hurry it on with this review. So it all starts off with crying. Kelsey and Hannah Ann, they're just a mess. And something I also found really funny, Alea, her voice sounded so weird. She started talking and she was just like, Peter must be exhausted with dealing this for like 2 days. Oh, I'm doing so well. For like 2 days. So who knows how this date might go. Like she said so funny and I just noticed that. I found it funny. Okay, and Victoria P gets a one-on-one date, which I was like kind of caught off guard because we didn't see it, and I guess because of all the drama, they just didn't show it to us. But like, it kind of bothered me though because it's like when somebody gets a one-on-one date, it's a pretty special moment, like it's a pretty special excited moment, like all cute and whatever. So it's like just for us to not like get to see it, it's kind of like, excuse me, okay. And so, oh, she's so cute. I love it. That's why I love Victoria P. She's so cute, so adorable. It's like when she talks about going on this date with Peter and all this stuff and her relationship with him. Like she just sounds like it's like so giddy, like a teenage girl in high school. Like just so giddy and it's just so cute. And she's also so sweet. Like she's like the sweetest person. Like you can just you can sense, like you can feel how sweet she is. You know what I mean? You can see it, and it's like she's a little Disney princess. Like she's a Disney princess. Like everybody be saying like Hannah Ann looks like a Disney princess. I beg to differ. I think Victoria P is a Disney princess. I mean, for real. That's what she gives me. And so Peter, she goes on a date with Peter, and he's taking her around his hometown, and his hometown is like right by the mansion in LA, so it's just like him taking her on his car, just like going wherever. And I kind of like that. It's really interesting how like his hometown is right by the mansion. This is the first time we have a bachelor that lives right by the mansion, so it's like for him, like this is literally just his hometown. Like he just I feel like he's just taking all these girls through LA and such his hometown, and he can just grab them and go. Like he goes for the girl. He goes to the mansion to get the girl, and whichever girl that's going on the date, he goes to get her to go on the date, and in his car, and they just start just traveling to wherever in LA. And again, it's just I don't know, like it's just so like I love how carefree it is. Like just like I live right by here. This is where I grew up. Like I'm gonna get my girl, and we're gonna start just cruising out here, and just carefree, just like chill. Like it's just chill here, chill vibes. So yeah, and now. So yeah, they go on this date and they go line dancing. They have a great time, and then they have a great conversation, and then back at it again with another country singer. I mean, damn, and I told y'all. Did I tell you? I think I told y'all. Like I knew that the next time that a musician comes up in here, it's gonna be another country singer. Like it's always a country singer, and I mean, yeah. I ain't hating on country music, right? Like, I get it, okay? Like, country music is bopping, okay? I get that, right? But it's like, for every musician that comes in is always a country singer. It's kind of annoying. It's like, can we get some more variety? Like I just want, let's spice it up. Come on now. But I will give an excuse this time, though, because the day was line dancing, so it makes sense that the person who's gonna be playing is gonna be a country musician, like duh. So okay, so in that regard, I excuse it. But I'm telling you, the next time that musician comes in here, it's gonna be another country singer. I'm telling telling you, it's like, and it's not even a country singer that we know. It's like, I'm sorry, no shade. The country singers that be coming up in here, you know, I hate him, right? But let's be honest, I don't know him. I don't know these country singers. Like, can we at least get um what's some famous country singers? I don't really listen to country music like that, but like, yeah, there's Sam Hunt. I think there is Carrie Underwood. Everybody knows Carrie Underwood. Uh, there's another chick that, yeah, she and her husband are like really popular together. Like, her name is Miranda, and there's another Miranda Lambert, I think her name is, that she was married to, what's his name? I think it's, I swear I know his name. I know his name, right? Uh, Something with a B. Blake. It's Blake Shelton. Blake Shelton. Yeah, it's Blake Shelton, yes. So yeah, there are many, famous country singers. They're not one of them. It's like, I don't know these people. Like, y'all can't even at least get one that's like, actually like mainstream, like, like we know who they are. Like, I'm just saying, like, who famous, like, has like famous, popular, you know, hit breaking, chart topping, country singers, country artists, like, who had come out with like the hit singles and all that stuff. Like, I just don't get. I don't. Yeah, but that's also a reason why I wanted Mike as the Bachelor, because it's like he would have given the show like such a different like spice. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would be seeing him every day with his do-rag on, and I think he even said in an interview, he said he was talking about how if he were on the show, like, they would have to like switch it up with the music. Like, if there were like musicians coming in, or like people performing, like it would be like, I don't know, was like hip hop or something, R&B, like whatever, like you know that that type of music, just like the more of the black music. Like, let's just be real, like more of the black music, so like with more spice, more flavor or whatever, that black spiciness and flavor, what I'm saying? So it's like he would have given us that, I feel like, in his season, So a shame. But I still love Peter as a Bachelor. He's doing a great job. You're doing great, sweetie. So yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, don't be fooled by Victoria, okay? Because she is so cute. She is so sweet. She acts so innocent and cute and giddy, like a teenager in high school. But let me tell you something. I've said before, I think I've said before, she knows how to turn it on. She wants to turn it on. I am telling you, do not be fooled. She knows how to turn it on, okay? I see you, girl. I see you. She know what she's doing. She know how to turn it on, okay? She know how to. So, okay. So, okay. I just keep talking about Victoria. Like, I can just keep going on and on about Victoria. Victoria also reminds me of, like, Barbie. Like, there was just a certain moment in her conversation with Peter where I was just like, you're giving me Barbie. Like, does she, like, let me know in the comment section, like, do y'all see Barbie when you look at her too? Like, she is like giving me Barbie, like the long blonde hair, pretty face, blue eyes, personality, like she is like so Barbie, and I'm living for it. So Kelsey and Hannah finally, try to go to have a conversation, try to hash things out. And so Kelsey basically starts saying that about her comments with bullying, that that wasn't okay with her, that saying that term was false, and it was just a bad choice of words, you took it to a whole nother level that it wasn't. And and then Hannah's just like, all the things that she called her, like she called her a bitch, she called her fake, a princess, a pretty princess, whatever, Disney princess. Did she say this? I think she just said pretty princess. And so yeah, and because everybody else, the audience special mentioned that called her Disney princess. But yeah, Kelsey just called her, pretty princess, and yeah, the other stuff. And Kelsey says that she has apologized for that, but that is not, she apologized for that, but that is not bullying. It's not. I think we all agree, yes, we can all agree, if we have rational minds, we can agree that that was not bullying. It wasn't. And then Anne just goes to say, like, okay, well, we can agree to disagree on that, like, and like, agree to disagree, like, you probably should agree that it's not bullying, like, it really was not, so, it really was not bullying, that there's nothing to agree to disagree on, you should agree that it really was not bullying, so, oh, and then, so, Hannah Ann's then starts bringing up the champagne and saying, like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't steal anybody's champagne. Like, no, like, that's not me. Like, I would never do that. First of all, it's like, this has become so much more dramatic than it should be. Like, why are we crying over champagne? It's like, this is so stupid and ridiculous. Like crying about champagne, like dramatizing the trauma of champagne. Like, I don't get it. The trauma, like, dramatizing the champagne incident, crime, fiasco, gate, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's too much, okay? This is getting to be so stupid, so ridiculous. It's like, what are we even doing here? It's like, this has gone way too stupid. Like, can we move on now, please? Thank you. And you can see how, like, as soon as she started crying about the champagne, like, it's so funny because Kelsey just straight up just went like Kelsey was like the audience in this one. She was just like, it's not about the champagne. Like, you can see her face, like, she got so annoyed. Like, girl, it's not about the champagne. Like, Kelsey's saying, like, it's not about the champagne. And then Hannah is just like, it's not, like, why are you confused? No, of course it's not. It's about you calling her a bully. Duh. So Kelsey just like, as my turns, like, about champagne, Hannah is just like, it's not. And so, and yeah, after that, honestly, like, everything, I blacked out after that. I'm just like, but, like, I can't even, like, that's probably just how idiotic this whole situation has just become. Like, you just black out. Like, you don't even, like, it's, like, you're just losing brain cells at this point. Like, you just gotta black out. It's like, you don't even know what's going on here anymore. It's like, what even is the show anymore? Like, I don't know. We don't know. So, yeah, I don't remember what they said after that. Like, probably Kelsey further explaining, like, no, it's about you calling me a bully and whatever. And they're just, the two of them just, basically, to wrap things up, they didn't really solve anything. There wasn't any really clarity. Nothing really got hashed out. Nothing really got resolved. Like, I think after that conversation, like, they're still in limbo. Like, the conversation did not solve anything at all. Like, it was just a mess. It was a mess. And yeah, a mess. Just a mess. I like how Alea says, like, I will never look at champagne the same way ever again. Honey, girl, None of us are. Honey, none of us are. None of us are gonna look at champagne the same way again. Like this show, like we are traumatized. Like we are we are traumatized by champagne at this point. Like this show has ruined champagne for everybody now, for everyone. Okay, so yeah, we go back to Peter and Victoria, and they're at the dinner portion of their date. They don't eat anything like usual. I really be getting annoyed how they don't ever eat anything. It's like, honestly, like, if I'm going to a dinner, if I were to go on, if I went on the show and I go on a date, and then it comes to dinner portion, I'm eating. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if I see a plate of food, I'm a ham. It's like, what? Like, it's a plate of food. You eat a plate of food. So I'm gonna eat my plate of food. I don't give a shit. Okay, like, whatever your producer gotta say, I'm gonna eat my food. Try me. Like, okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, okay, so Victoria gets really vulnerable and starts talking about, you know, how her father passed away when she was really young, and then her mother started getting into addiction, and how she basically had to raise her little sister and by herself, and they were going from shelters to shelters. I teared up. Like, I teared up. Like, I was getting really emotional, because, like, you know, you feel for her. It's like you can really, like you can only imagine, like, what she went through with her little sister. Like, it's very heartbreaking. It's so sad. So sad. And, yeah. Like, I definitely really got emotional. Like, I could not. Like, I was like, girl, you're not doing this to me right now, girl. Like, I knew it was gonna get emotional. But I didn't think it was gonna be that emotional. Like, I didn't feel like I was gonna start getting like that. Like, girl, it was something on my heartstrings, girl. Like, stop. So yeah, very vulnerable. You know, respect to Victoria. Like, cause like, duh, like, respect to you, you actual queen. You're amazing. You rock. You're that bitch. Like, period. And so, and then she starts talking about how, like, so growing up, like, that situation made her grow up, like, dreaming about having a family one day, and being really happy and all that stuff, and having a really happy family and all that stuff. And then she starts talking about how, that, so growing up, she dreamed about getting out of that place and having a healthy and happy life, a healthy, happy family, and how that affected her relationships, because she didn't, so I think sometimes didn't feel deserving or worthy of someone. And that broke my heart, honestly. Like, this got so real. Like, this conversation got so real. Like, her talking about how it affected her relationships. Like, we get into some psychological type ish. Like, this was heavy. And so I found really beautiful about this. Like, it was really intimate. Like, what, it was so intimate. Like, the way how close they were together. Like, it felt so real. It felt so real and so natural and raw. Like, the way it was just so intimate. Like, how they worked together, like, the chemistry and, like, the connection. It was so intimate. Like, and, like, the conversation they were having, like, it was so intimate. Like, I definitely understand. And, like, once again, I'm saying she's a Disney princess for real, because, like, she has all the traits, right? She's so sweet, so cute, so innocent, still knows how to turn on. Like, they don't really show that with all the Disney princesses, but, like, you know, Disney princesses probably know how to turn it on too, right? Like, I would guess. Like, whatever you're talking about. Okay, So yeah, and she has all the traits. She's gorgeous, bright, so sweet, so sexy. She has all the traits, right? Plus, she has had a traumatic upbringing. It's like a traumatic, difficult upbringing. You know, very difficult, very hard, very. It's just really hard. So, and like she said, she has suffered a lot. So it's like, you know, it's the joke on Disney princesses that they all seem to have a very hard upbringing, very difficult, a lot of suffering, definitely probably a lot of trauma. So it's like, you know, it's, and I'm not trying to glorify, I'm not trying to glamorize her pain and her struggles. Like, I'm being totally, I'm, I respect her struggle and the hard childhood that she has had. Like, respect, like, not trying to joke about that ish at all. Not trying to make it's not funny, nothing to be making a joke of, but just like, it's interesting when I call her Disney princess. I know that, and it's like she also has had a hard upbringing, which is like what we see a lot with Disney princesses. So it's like she really does fit the title. That's not something that should be praised, or that's not something to feel, you know, like happy about, or anything to feel, you know, or to take pride in. Like, I'm just saying it like, you know, it goes together. It's like when you think, again, not trying to make a joke of the situation, but it's just like when I think about how she's a Disney princess, and you look at the like the interesting things that people find that and discuss on Disney princess. It's like she really keeps fitting that mold. Like, she really keeps fitting that title, you know, that. So it's like, again, I'm just calling her a Disney princess. Like, that's a great compliment. Like, I'm calling her a Disney princess because she's that bitch, and she's gorgeous, and she's so sweet and so cute, and we love her. So she is a Disney princess. Love you, Victoria. So, okay, and now what happened next? Okay, so yeah, so Alea starts, you know, talking things about how she, like, people usually think she's all perfect and prim, and just like, but like, she's got like a wild side. And I gotta admit, I was taken aback. I was like, like, we were not ready for this. I was not ready for this Alea. Like, she was all like, I get ass, like, I don't really know what she said. It sounded like I get atsy, but like, pretty sure she said nasty, but like, I hear asty. So it's like, I don't know, but it's like, yeah, I was just not ready for it. I was just like, oh girl, she low-key, like, low-key kind of like, you know, dirty, like, she's low-key, you know, wild, you know, like, okay, just not ready for it, Alea, but like, okay, girl, propsy. You know, if that's your life, get your life, girl. Yeah, okay, awesome, cheers. So she said something, of course, that is gonna be used against her, about how she's really good at putting face when she needs to, which that doesn't really mean anything. Like, she's just saying that she knows how to put a face when she needs to, and like, but that doesn't mean that that's what she's doing right now in this show. Like, she's just saying, you know, generally. And I think a lot of us can say that about ourselves too. Like, we're really good at putting face when we have to. And I mean, personally, I mean, I think it's a good trait to have. I mean, sometimes that's what you gotta do in life. Are you right? Or am I right? I am right. So yeah. And so yeah, the thing about Leia is she really, like, I feel like her attitude is being seen as like fake or kind of like, or and all this stuff, and like, like maybe even like, you know, bitchy or shady, or I don't know, or just like into other girls, or I don't know. But it's like, really, she acts honestly just like any other girl acts with her bitches. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all girls, like, we know how we are when we're with our best friends. Like, we make fun of each other. We some insult each other. Like, we get on each other's nerves. We pissing off the other one. Like, we be calling each other bitch and all that stuff. Like, but it's all out of friendship. Like, it's all out of love. Like, it's not, so it's like Alea says something about how she says something about how when they all get on the group date, she acts like, I think it was Jasmine, she asks her like, so like, for a girl, how's this feel like not getting a date? And it was like so funny. And then like Alexis, I think it was Alexis like calls her like a bitch, like whatever. It's like, but like when you look at, like, that's just like how best friends act, like girlfriends act with girlfriends. Like, that's how it is. Like, we call each other bitch, we make fun of each other, we mock the other one, we try to get on the other person's nerves. Like, that's just how it is. Like, that's not like, I look at Alea with the girls and I'm like, that's just how a girl is with her bitches. Like, what? Like, it looks very natural and real to me from what I know, and I'm pretty sure we all know, friendship is like, especially between girls, so it's like, because I'm pretty sure guys are probably that way too, right? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think we all are, right? Boy, girl, whatever, like, we're all like that with our friends, and we're okay to be with like that because we're best friends and we love each other no matter what, with our flaws and whatever, and we accept each other, and even if we make fun of each other, we do it all out of love. Because when you love someone, when you are in a place, somebody, like, you love each other, whatever it is, family, friend, whatever, a relationship, partner, when you truly love someone, you're at a good point when, like, you can start making fun of each other, because that's when you have become comfortable with each other, and you just have to become really comfortable with each other and gotten used to each other. Like, that's a good thing, because once you've gotten to know each other and feel comfortable with each other, that's when, like, the mocking starts, the making fun of starts. Like, that's how like, your relationship is going to a good place when you can, like, start making fun of each other and all stuff, because you feel comfortable doing that. Like, hello, like, it's all out of love. And especially, like, these girls, like, this is week 3, so they've been here for 3 weeks. They, keep in mind, they don't have their phones or anything, any contact to the outside of the world. Like, they are just, like, straight up in, like, almost like age, like, with each other. So it's like, it makes sense that they're gonna get really comfortable and close with each other very, very soon, very quickly, because it's like, all they have is each other, you know what I mean? Like, they do it all that way for a reason, on purpose. All they have is each other. So it's like, it's natural that they're gonna become comfortable with each other and close really quickly. So of course, that's why Alea's like that. So it's like, just like how you are with your friends and your family, like, when you're with your partner, when you are comfortable and close to each other, you can make fun of each other all out of love. So it's like, yeah, okay. And so, okay, so they all go on the group date. Oh, I just want to mention, something I forgot to mention last week. I felt really disappointed. Another reason why I felt disappointed that Peter canceled that date, after Hannah showed up. Like, I was, like, really looking forward, because, like, they're gonna, like, tell, like, like, embarrassing sexual experiences that they had, or stories or whatever. Like, you're probably asking, like, why should you give a shit about that? Like, weirdo, you're weird. I mean, but, like, honestly, like, you're not telling me that you didn't also want to, you wasn't really interested in that. Like, you did not want to see that. Like, that would have been really entertaining. Like, hearing about their embarrassing sexual stories or whatever. Like, I mean, that would have been really entertaining. Like, I was actually, like, looking forward to that. Like, you know, I swear I'm not weird or creepy. Like, it really would have been entertaining. Like, it really would have been interesting. So, yeah, but we didn't get that, so. But we are getting another group date. And so, yeah, right now in this week. And so, because I tell it just like every week, so yeah. Something I want to point out is this is like the second time I see Madison and Kelly like really close to each other, like cuddled up and just like, you know, just like how besties are. So I'm just like, I think those are like really becoming like really besties. Like, yeah, like this is like the second time that I see them like cuddled up together, like in a bestie way. So it's like, yeah, they're becoming besties, I think, which I live for because I love a bestie moment. Bestie shit. So, okay. So Demi is back, and she and these other two wrestlers, not sure who they are, wrestlers, boxers, I don't know. She gets them, and they break into the mansion and assault the girls, like, basically, like, I was like, I thought it was a really cute idea, you know, like, pillow fight, like, yeah, like, cool, like, pillow fight. But it's like, honestly, this was scary. Like, I'm looking at this pillow tape differently. Like, I'm thinking, like, that looks scary to me. Like, these girls look like the previous look like they straight up be beating each other's asses like that. Like, that looked hurtful. So yeah, I would not been about this date, even though how cute it was, but also really strange. But I like strange. I like strange. I like weird. I like creepy. It's okay. And yeah, so I think just straight up, just like grab a pillow and just straight up just like go ham on all the girls with these pillows. And I'm just like, okay, this was let me tell you something. Like, this would have not flown by if I was one of these contestants. I'm like, who? Like, we ain't doing this. Like, you are not straight up finna wake me up this early with a pillow getting hit in my face. We're gonna have a problem this week. Okay, where's the police station? I'm making assault charges. Because you is not just assault charges. What word? There's a word that, like an employee, when you're working and you get injured because of the job, you know, something, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm doing that, and I'm filing assault charges because you is not just finna. I'm sleeping and just finna assault me in my sleep and beat me up with a pillow. Like, that's hurtful. Like people have to just say because it's a pillow, like it's so solid, you really can't even feel anything. With the right force, you're gonna feel something. Okay, so it's like, we're not doing this. You are not just gonna wake me up, beat in my face with a pillow. No, sweet. We're not doing this. No. Okay, so yeah, I'm just like, I'm so just like, if it would have been me. Okay, so, and Demi has a really good plan, something that she says that interested me. She said how she's doing this and she's gonna like show Peter like these women's true colors or their true natures, like really bring out the real in them, or like see the real them or whatever. And I thought that was like, okay, that's a good plan, Demi. I'm into that. Okay, Demi. Okay, I see you. Okay. And so They basically are assigned pajamas, and Demi says that they gotta get ready in an hour, and I'm just like, and then these girls just stopping and chatting about their pajamas and whatnot, and I'm like, are y'all girls not gonna hurry up and get ready? If I was y'all, I would have been like, okay, just grab my pajama, whatever the frick it is, and I'm gonna start hitting the bathroom before any of these other bitches do. It's like, what? Like, how many bathrooms are in that mansion? Like, pretty sure that they still have to share them. So it's like, how many girls share one bathroom? So it's like I know when I'm getting ready, it takes me a long while, okay? And I don't even wear makeup, and but y'all girls do wear makeup, so it's like I'm just like, uh, an hour passes by too quickly, ladies. So it's like, get ready, like even Demi said, you're gonna have to hurry up. Like Demi was like, so you're just gonna be here in hours. Hurry up. So like, hurry up because like you're just gonna be here in an hour, and I'm just like, yes, hurry up. Like y'all only got 1 hour, and y'all wear makeup. Like, hurry up. But like I love PJs. Oh my god, I kind of love it. I like kind of like seeing the girls in their PJs. It's like I love pajamas. I live for pajamas. I love my PJs. So it's like, oh my god, I was totally living for this. But it's something I gotta say that I really like very much. It's like I felt kind of like the show was kind of like, I don't know. Honestly, I was getting exploitation vibes. Honestly, like I felt like they was kind of like, this didn't really sit right with me. It's kind of rubbing the wrong way. Like I felt like it was like they were like exploiting them because it's like, honestly, because like some girls were like wearing like straight up lingerie, and the thing about that is it's like not every woman feels comfortable with just wearing lingerie, like would be comfortable just wearing lingerie on camera on TV, you know, like national TV. Like not every woman is just gonna be like just okay with that. Like just feel, you know, there are a lot of women that just sadly don't feel like, you know, because okay, a lingerie, like your underwear is basically like a bathing suit, so it's not really like anything different like from if you were wearing a bathing suit to the beach or whatever. But at the same time though, like not even women wear that. Like not even women wear a very, if they go to the beach, they wouldn't even wear anything like very exposed. Like there are some women that wouldn't wear something exposing, or you know, like or revealing, you know. They probably wear something more covered up, you know, because not every woman is comfortable showing their body like that. So you know, some women either they just don't feel comfortable because it's just like no, they're very reserved, or they just, I don't know, don't feel confident in their bodies, don't feel comfortable with bodies, have insecurities about their bodies or whatever, which is totally fine, totally acceptable, like and understandable. So it's like it felt really weird to me that they would like at least just assign whatever woman lingerie like you should. I feel like they should have like asked or taken in consideration like what woman would actually feel comfortable wearing just straight up lingerie, because it's like not every woman would. So that was kind of weird to me. But yeah, and Kelly actually, who she got just straight up lingerie. She straight up did not, like you could tell, like you could see on her face, like in the way she was talking about it, like she was not living for, like she was not here for it. Like she did not just straight up want to wear lingerie. Like it felt like she really was not comfortable with it. So it's like kind of felt bad for her in that regard. But honestly, if I was her, I would be like, oh, if I felt uncomfortable, like honestly, okay, I don't really know if I would feel comfortable or uncomfortable wearing lingerie. Like, I don't know, like just straight up, like you know, like Victoria's Secret models just straight up just wear their underwear in the commercials and all that stuff, like and ass, like I don't know if I would really feel comfortable. Okay, it depends. Like maybe in the future, like if I was like maybe in a few years when I'm a little older, like when I'm older, like maybe I would be like fine with it. But like, for right now, I'm definitely not. Especially when I'm not really like my body goals yet. Like okay, well honestly, like where I'm at right now, I'm pretty good. Okay, like don't get it twisted, I'm pretty good. But yeah, definitely like not like, you know, that level yet, like that like beach, body, badass bitch body, you know. Definitely not there yet. Definitely not Victoria's Secret model there yet, but I mean, okay, it's just, but I will though. Especially by the end of the summer, I will though. I definitely will. Okay. So yeah, but like in the future, like, you know, like maybe in a few years ahead, like I would feel kind of like, okay, like why not? Like I don't really know. But definitely right now, I would just be like. But yeah, if I was like, you know, Kelly in that situation, and I wasn't comfortable with wearing it, I would just be straight up be like, whose is this? Because I know it's not mine. I don't think so. Like, okay, I don't give a shit. We're gonna have to do something here. We're gonna have to do some arrangements, do some fix-ups. Y'all is gonna have to go and get me another pajama, because sweetie, this is not it. This is not what we're doing here. I don't do this. This is not my ish. I refuse. No, we're not doing this. So I give absolute no fucks. What if I have a problem? Like, it's not happening. It's not happening. So do whatever you will. Get mad if you want to get mad, but we're not doing this. So I can tell you that straight the fuck up right now. So if Kelly felt really uncomfortable, like she could have said that, but you know, whatever. There's a lot of times that these contestants don't feel like they have to do something, because I feel like these people really, these contestants being having to do shit. Like I feel like sometimes like really can be really uncomfortable or very like unsafe looking. So it's like, but I feel like they have to, especially to impress the Bachelor, Bachelorette, or whatever. But I just hope these contestants know, like, they can say no. Like, I don't give a shit whatever the contract is or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure they can say no. Like, nothing should violate a person's their comfort zone, what they feel comfortable in with their bodies or whatever, or whatever they just really are terrified of and just don't feel like they can't, just don't view it as safe. Like, I feel like they should have the right to say no in those situations, in those regards, because it's like nothing should violate that. Nothing should violate a person's, you know, dignity or their self-respect or their comfort zone or their boundaries, you know what I mean, their boundaries, well, their safety regulations. Like, so it's like, yeah, I feel like, I just hope that they know they can say no, because I feel like they definitely should be able to say no. I feel like they should definitely be able to say no. I don't give a shit what the contract says. Nothing should violate, you know, what I just said, you know, nothing should violate your boundaries, your safety regulations, your comfort zone, how you know, or violate your insecurities or how you feel about yourself or whatever. So it's like, yeah, they should violate that. But something I also noticed, Peter, he just straight up said it. Peter did not have to wear uniform. Pajama. They didn't make him wear a pajama. They didn't give him a pajama. They didn't tell him to wear a pajama. I found that kind of unfair. Because it's like, if a woman has to wear a pajama, like, Peter should wear a pajama too. Like he should go on John Paul Jones and just straight up just wearing a Speedo, even though that's not a pajama. But like, whatever, like, he should have had to wear a pajama too, and maybe something even revealing, like some of the ladies had to. And it also have been better for the theme, like, to be on theme, like, you know, the Bachelor should, you know, wear and dress just like how the contestants are dressing, you know, just stay on theme, basically, and generally just stay on theme. So it's like, I just did not get that, but whatever. Okay. I could not say that. And Peter goes and says that this is all in Demi's hands. So basically, Demi, like, Peter has no idea what's going on in this day. He has no idea what they're doing. Like, it's all up on Demi's hands. And my first thought is, y'all is fucked. Y'all is fucked. Because if it is all dependent on Demi and Demi's hands, Demi's rules, Demi's pen out, I'm just like, ooh, y'all is in for something if it's all on Demi. Like, maybe the producers were in on it, but, like, who knows? They probably just really left this all to her. So, like, Tammy, I forgot that, you know, she's a wrestler, so it's like, this is like her shtick. She should do this so good. And she's so cute. She looks so cute, like, getting prepped, like, both just like, oh, yes, Tammy, I'm gonna kill it, girl. I'm gonna kill it. And then she just gets disqualified. It makes sense, though, because she just straight up, like, just stopped Pillow Bunny, just went into straight up wrestling match mode. And yeah, she's straight up almost basically murdered Kelly, so yeah, she got disqualified. So, and then, oh, Fred Willard was there. Fred Willard. It's like, is he coming in every season? Like, like usually it's in the past seasons where Fred and Chris, they were doing like this, stand up like, not stand up comedy, but it's like, like commentary on like something, a competition that the contestants are doing. Like, they were making like commentary and all that stuff, and I'm just like, why is he just here every season though? It's like I just don't think like he's back again. It's like, you think they're just one of these guest stars, but then you see them coming back every season. You're just like, is this the job? Is this the contract? What is this? But he's adorable and hilarious, so we always love seeing him die. And then, oh yeah, and Fred and Chris, they make an okay pairing too, Okay, it's cute, cute, a little bit funny. And Kelly, something that Kelly said that she was like worried because she didn't know how her clients would feel, seeing their attorney in just straight up just lingerie on national TV. But I mean, if I was them, I'd be like, I'm cool, I'm down, like, I'm down, like, that's cool, like, awesome. Like, I would be prepping. I would just be like, yeah, that's my attorney up in that lingerie on TV. Like, I would be cheering. Like, I mean, like, I would be down for having an attorney, doing that. So it's like maybe that's just me. I don't know, but but it's probably not just me. Like, come on, you're not gonna be down for that. Like, I mean, I would be down for that. Like, I'd be like, okay, yes, girl, get it. Like, it's so okay, so now we're getting to the after party. And why am I starting to talk like this? I don't know, but I'm kind of into it. Alea, okay, so Sydney now has a problem with Alea, and she confronts her and stuff, and alright. Alea wins the competition and against Sydney, and she gets her tiara or whatever. She looks so pretty and terrible. She's a pageant, queen or princess or whatever. So of course she does. Well, every girl does. Every girl looks beautiful in a tiara, and every girl is deserving of a tiara. Not even a tiara, a crown. Okay, so yeah. So Sydney confronts Alea about how she feels like she's fake, and she just puts it on. But the things, and about her pageants, okay, the thing about her pageants is, it makes sense. Okay, so Alea starts talking about her pageants, and she's like, okay, I find it kind of funny too, because there's a point where she starts sounding like she was like showing off, like she was kind of like, and I'm a title holder. I've held several titles. I've won, several different competitions, pageants, and yeah, I am that bitch. What is that? She didn't say the last word, but you know what I mean. Like, it felt really funny. Like, I don't know. It felt like that she's trying to say, like, I am that bitch. So I just found that really funny. And then she goes on to say about how she's had to learn, how to speak a certain way, how how to answer a question without really answering it, or how to not upset or offend anyone. And yes, that makes sense with the world of pageantry. Like, that is probably what they are trying to learn. That's what they're trained to do. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I mean, it's just like they were talking about, like, when you do that for like several years, it sticks with you. It sticks with you. Whatever thing that you've trained in, whatever thing you've learned for like, and you've mastered for years, it sticks with you for the rest of your life. So it doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't make her fake, or like she's always putting it on, or she acts a certain way, or she knows how to manipulate or put on a face or whatever. Like, it's just, well, she doesn't know. She does it, but it's like, yeah, what I mean? So it's like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, that doesn't mean like she's fake or anything. Like, that just means that just stick with her. Like, she knows how she can be very proper, and just very proper and pristine with the way she comes off, and she just knows how to act a certain way that these pageant girls are trained. She knows how to talk and all that stuff. So it's like, there's nothing bad about that. Like, that it just makes sense. Like, of course, like, it's like, duh. And then so yeah, I think that's fine. And also, another thing you have to understand, the world of show business. Pageants can be attributed to, can be a part of show business, because like, they're on stage, they're sort of giving a show to the audience or whatever. So it's like, yeah, it's like show business. The thing you have to understand about show business is that when you're in the audience looking to the performance, like, you're just like, so awesome, like, everything feels so chill, everything is so much fun. But what you need to remember is that behind, like, and I feel like this is what people in the audience, like, we usually like forget, that, like, we just like forget about this for some reason, that then people, we see the whole performance and they're done right, but behind that stage, behind the stage, you gotta understand that people are going through hell. Okay, like, it's a whole fiasco. Everybody's just trying to get everything together. Everybody's trying to get, the people in their costumes, in the right costumes. Everybody get their places. Like, everybody's just trying to grab everyone together, make sure nobody's missing, make sure everybody is looking the way they have to look. Everybody's got their shit together, got their shit ready. Like, they're trying to manage everything. Manage the whole, manage the lights, manage the whole stage production, manage the, just the effects, like, everything. Like, that's what show business is. Like, you see it from like the audience and everything. It's just like, seems like great, perfect, like, fun, just fun and everything, just fun and all, but fun and games. But it's like, what you have to understand is behind the scenes, like, it's the opposite. Like, once they get to the stage, they just look like, everything is perfect. But behind the scenes, before they went on that stage, they was going at it. Like, it is not pretty. It is not always pretty. It is not always smooth and sailing. When you are running a show, it is not always fun and games. It's not always smooth sailing. It's not always pretty perfect. Like, no. So, I mean, so you have to realize is that so yeah, so that's show business. So that's probably what Alea was trying to, what Alea is when she means, like, once the cameras come. So it makes sense that when the cameras come on, that's how she gets, because it's like, being on show, like, that's also like show, because it's like, it's just like what she did with her pageantry. All the girls are getting together, getting their makeup, getting their their costumes or their outfits or whatever, and or dresses or bathing suits or whatever, like getting their hair done, like getting ready, getting prepped, so practicing their walk or practicing their talent, so it's like, but then once they get on the stage, it's just straight a smile. If there was not a whole fiasco behind the scene, like they was not just straight up just going through hell trying to get all their shit ready before going on the stage. Like just once they get on the stage, it's just straight a smile, because that's show business. A fiasco behind the scenes, but once you get on that stage, it's boom, like ready, done, lights, cameras, action. Let's go. Let's go. So it makes sense that if there, maybe there is, maybe, and it can be subconsciously. Maybe she does. She's, just in a certain way when the cameras are off, and then when the cameras are on, she kind of like, lights up, like just like I said, lights, camera, action, boom, like let's go. It makes sense, and it could be, and sometimes it's not conscious, and sometimes maybe it can also be very subconsciously, because it's just how she was trained. That's just how her mind works now. Like once the camera hits, it's like action mode. It's like, let's go. So, and that's fine. That's normal. It's how she was trained. It was what she was trying to do. So it's like, it's just what she knows. It's just what's natural to her. Like, yeah, maybe she is as a certain when it's off, and when it's on, it's like, it just gotta be like action, just like let's go, because that's just how she was trained. And whether it's conscious or subconscious, it's fine. It's acceptable. It's understandable. It's fine. Like, come on. See, a moment that I want to shout out, Kelly. Kelly was like coming at Peter, where she came to Peter. She was like telling about like, I ain't really feeling the scruff or the beard or whatever. Like you need to like cut it off, shave it off, like and get it together. Like, and I was like, yes, Kelly, tell him how to do his facial hair. Tell him how he's gonna look, because you see, she's already, girl, you already acting like wifey. Like you already acting like wifey. Like isn't that what a wife does? But when you got a wife, like you're wearing the facial hair how she wants you to wear the facial hair. If she wants you to shave that off, you're gonna shave it off. So it's like, I'm just like Kelly's acting like a wife already, telling him how he's gonna wear his facial hair. I'm like, okay, sis, I see you. And then so Peter is just like living his best life. Peter is like so good. He's just like, everything's going so well. The conversations are going great. There's no drama. Everything's just carefree. Everything's just so much fun. Like so far so great. So far. So far. Like, okay, Peter, yeah, you think everything's going all good and smooth for now. Ooh, Peter, you better gear up. I can get ready, gear up. Just like when you're making your plan, you better gear up, get your controls set. Yeah, I don't really piloting terms. Get your controls ready. Start the engine up. Planes have engines just like cars, right? So yeah, Peter, get ready, gear up, gear the up, and. So yeah, so Sydney goes and talks to him about Leia, and then Peter starts talking about how he had past experience with this in Hannah season with He Who Shall Not Be Named, and so he has really good insight on this whole situation, and he has really good insight, like he has knowledge, like on what this type of experience and this situation is, and what it could be like. What it could be like when somebody is like a different way when they're with the Bachelor or the Bachelorette than when they are with the rest of the contestants in the house. So he's looking at this, from a very broad point of view, from like he can relate to this, like he knows what this is like. So it makes it really different, because he knows what it was like for He Who Shall Not Be Named to act a certain way with Hannah, and then with the guy something else. So it's like, he's looking at it from like that past experience, like from that viewpoint. So it makes sense why he's like, we're gonna fucking get through the shit. Like, I ain't doing this. Like, what is we doing here? Like, I'm not having this shit. We gotta solve this now. Because I'm not doing this. And so something really funny happens. So Peter goes to Sydney and he basically just like puts her in the spot, just straight up calls her out and just says like, so it's been brought up to my attention that some people are fake here. And she's like, Sydney, just straight up calls out Sydney and just like, who were you talking about when you were calling somebody fake? I died. Oh my god, I found that so hilarious. I was just like, oh, like this is like the first time this happens. Like I found this so funny. Like Peter just straight up just like calling her out, like just straight in front of the girls, just making her tell like who it is, like who is it that who's being fake, like who is like I love that because it's just like Peter just being so real, just like straight up, okay, you told me this, now tell the chicks, tell the girls, tell me in front of the girls, who was it? We're listening. I was living for this. Okay, I got this is definitely one of my favorite Peter moments, and definitely still gonna be. And so, and then Sydney was not ready. Sydney was just like, maybe Alea, maybe. And I'm just like, girl, why are you saying maybe, girl? You said straight up Alea. So I don't understand what you're talking about saying maybe or maybe, like, oh yeah, also I don't think when she was talking with Peter, I don't think she mentioned Alea. I think she just said straight, just like girl, just general, just like some girls. And then here she said Alea. So yeah, she said Alea, and I'm just like, girl, like, and like maybe Alea. And I'm like, girl, why are you saying maybe? You said, girl, this whole time you was saying straight up Alea is the fake bitch. So I don't understand why now you saying maybes, girl. What maybe? There ain't no maybe. Because now you gotta say it to her. Because she's that female, right? You know, she can say very clearly, you know, to the cameras, to the girls, to Peter, whatever. But when it comes to saying straight up to her face, it's like, oh, now you have a problem. Seeing it in front of her, now you got a problem. Okay. And then even Alea asks everybody else, like, do any of you guys feel this way, that I'm fake? And none of the girls say anything. And then Peter just straight up, I like how Peter says, he just said it, like straight up, Peter, I do not have time for that, like fakeness, like somebody not being really here for me for the right reasons, and just coming here for a come up and not really being here for me, like I do not have a time for that. The king has spoken. Okay. And then he gives Sydney the rose, and like I was just kind of like, for some reason he gave her the rose. And then, okay, so next day, oh, also shout out to Tammy. I love Tammy's outfit. Like, she was, like, channeling Rihanna, and Rihanna, like, yeah, because Rihanna had, like, a similar outfit to that, like, that you've seen it in the media. And so it's, like, I was just like, oh, okay, Tammy, channeling Miss Rihanna, I see you. And it's, okay, so the next day, I think it was okay, so Chris Harrison says that there's going to be a pool party. Nobody freaking swim, but okay. Just straight up getting suntans. And I'm just like, a pool party is about being in the pool. Swim in the pool. I mean, okay, for two girls just ain't really about swimming. Just want to get a tan, okay? But like none of y'all bitches going for a swim. It's like, okay, maybe we didn't see it. But I'm just like, there's a pool. Why are we not getting shot to go swimming in it? I don't get it. Okay, but whatever. So yeah, so Alea goes to say that she asked all the girls, and none of them said that they had a problem with her. But then, when Peter goes to talk to them, there's something different now. All the girls got something to say about Miss Alea. And I just found that confused because Alea said that she asked all the girls. And just like last night, she also asked if anybody else feels that way. And then again, she said that she asked, I think individually, I think that all the girls said they had a problem with her. And if they think that that's true, that she's fake. And none of them said nothing. None of them hinted on having a problem with her. So it's like, none of them hinted even thinking that she was fake. So it's like, real funny. How y'all don't say none of this to Alea to her face, but then when to Peter, now y'all got something to say about Miss Alea. Oh, okay. So now all y'all those type of bitches, you ain't gonna say none to her face, but to her back, yes. So Peter, you're gonna start talking shit. Oh, okay. Because I'm just so confused. I'm just like now y'all want to talk. It's like this whole time y'all was having no ish with Alea. No, y'all was not having no problems. And now just as suddenly as Sydney goes to talk to Peter about Alea, now all of y'all got now something to say about Alea. Now all y'all got a problem. Like, I just found that real weird. Like, I don't know, bro. That was weird. Oh, another thing I want to mention. Even if you're not a part of show business or pageantry or don't know anything about that, like it's very normal and natural for people to act a different way when they're on camera. Like, do you ever see like jokes like on TV or movies where it's like the character is like on the news or whatever gets on the news, and they're just standing there with like the reporter with the microphone, and they're just like staying there, just like smiling, like making awkward eye contact to the camera, just smiling, like just like not knowing what else to do but smile and stare in a creepy way, in a creepy and awkward way. And I think that's just a lot of people are like, probably a lot of people, maybe not in that way, but a lot of people when they're in front of camera, they probably naturally, it's probably a natural instinct that they feel that they have to have a certain way. Like, they just wake up and they're just like, or just like, or just something like they feel like they have to, put something on. So it's like, even if you aren't in pageants or show business, or you're not a fake person or nothing, it makes sense. Like, it's just natural as a human being that, when you're in front of a camera, that you probably will, like, wake up and probably act a certain way, or like, like unnaturally, but, like, probably a lot of people are like that. Like, Alea definitely feels comfortable, like, a lot of people are probably, not comfortable with the camera. They probably, as a natural instinct, those type of people are probably also, put something on and start in front of the camera, so it's like, it just makes sense to be that way. I'm just saying. So, Peter just asking all of these girls, because Sydney basically told him, like, I also want to mention, like, how Sydney before the group, she even said that, like, how she thinks that Alea's fake, and that she hopes that Peter will weed that out for himself. Like, she hopes that he'll weed that out, that she's fake and she's not here for the right reasons or whatever, but she's not here for him. But I mean, I'm just like, you just straight up told him. Like, you didn't let him figure anything out for himself. Like, hoping he will figure him out. You would just, like, let him go. Like, just whatever happens with Leia, just see if he sees what you see in her. Like, but no, that's not what you did. You just straight up told him, like, yeah, there are fake bitches here. So it's like, I don't. Okay. So, yeah. So Peter, so back to what I was saying, Peter doesn't have to, like, yeah, because Sydney tells him, like, don't look at this, like, really try to get to know what's inside these girls, right? So then Peter, he goes to talk to all these girls, and, like, probably basically asking them, like, do you have any problem with Leia? Do you feel like there are any fake people here? Like, be honest. And but I'm just like, and of course they're all saying the same age about Leia, but it's like, what does Peter even have to, like, I feel like they're all just telling the same thing. Like, I don't think, like, Peter should have to, like, so it's like, why Peter, okay, he wants to figure out if there are fake bitches here, right? But why does he have to, like, ask all these girls about it, though? Like, like, no shade, but, like, they's probably just, like, really trying. Oh, another thing I want to mention is that I feel like there's also a chance that maybe these girls started talking ish about Alea because they just felt like, because they knew like Peter was gonna start looking for some fake bitches that is scamming. So they was probably just like, well, I don't, probably the girls that are scamming, there's definitely, bet you, like a lot of them that are scamming. There was probably just like, well, bitch, I ain't going down. So it's like, so they probably like went to the other side and went like, yeah, she's being fake, she's scamming. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, like you see, like in psychology or something, like you don't want to be figured out, so you go on the other side and then start attacking the other person so that you won't get figured out. Almost like they say on witch trials, like, they don't want to be accused of being a witch, so like they're gonna start, accusing another witch, so that they won't get like accused or anything, or if they are being accused, they would be like, but she made me, or she turned me into a witch. It's witchcraft from her onto me. It's her fault. Or they blame the devil or whatever, So it's like I feel like this them kind of like deflecting whatever could be coming towards them towards someone else. So it's like, in order to not be suspicious that they are possibly fake and scamming, they're gonna go to the other side and just be like, yeah, she's scamming, she's fake. Yeah, go after her, not me. I am here for the right reason. Like deflecting from them to like those other people. So it's like there's probable reason that's probably why a lot of these girls started, jumping on that Alea's a fake bitch bandwagon. Who knows? I'm just saying. Okay, and so yeah, like I was saying, like Peter, like they all just, I don't think he has to ask them, like if he is gonna figure out, like, why does he need to ask all these girls for, like, like you can't really guarantee that they're being honest, like just go, or like, just honest, or just like you can't guarantee that they are speaking from like the right mind, or just like, or if they're just seeing things, or they're just saying false things, or if they're just like, if they're just like not seeing things like the right way, or just like Alea said, coming from an opinion, just coming from a place where they just don't, them and this bitch just don't match. They don't match. They just, it's just not their cup of tea. Like they just don't, just from a very opinionated viewpoint, just, yeah, not really feeling this bitch, or just, what I mean. So it's like, I just, they're probably not, you can't really count and guarantee that they're gonna speak from like the right place. So Peter, like, why, like I was just thinking like a better way to figure out who, if there are really, if Alea is being fake, or if there are any other fake bitches here, like there are cameras, like he could just see the films, like he could just like he can just film them like behind their backs. But it's like, it's not even putting people behind their backs, because they already know they're on camera. It's a TV show, like the cameras are already there. So honestly, Peter would just have to ask to see the footage and just see what's going on, like, and then he would get some real tea, like, right? Or don't think he could do this because he's like not he's not a professional in psychology or anything. But if we were doing like psychology analysis type ish, I mean, he could like analyze like these girls' body languages. He could, instead of just like listening to what they're saying, look at what they're saying with their body, nonverbal communication. 90%, or is it 90? I think it's 90%. I'm not sure, but like something around that, like 90% of communication is nonverbal. It's body. So if Peter was good at that, he could just straight like look at these girls' body languages and be able to tell for himself, pick up on them cues, like, yeah. And if he's not a professional, if he's not a master at that, like he could, like the show could hire a psychologist, a trained psychologist in body language, and then the psychologist could observe from an outside viewpoint, or from the or from the camera studio, the footage from the cameras, and look at the body language, look at the nonverbal communication, like what is the vibe that the psychologist is getting here, right? So like, yeah, there are better ways to just straight up just like come to all these girls, just asking like, are there any fake bitches here for to figure this stuff out, because like you can't really guarantee that they're being honest, or if they're coming from the right place, that they should be the right viewpoint, if it's just all in their head, if it's just them just straight up just an opinion, and just them just not feeling this girl, not meshing, who knows what. Another muscle I think I noticed is that in past seasons, if you notice in past seasons, this has never been an issue. Like in past seasons, like people like not being here for the right reasons has never been a spectacle like it is now in this generation, in these new seasons of this generation. Like before in The Bachelor, like, yeah, like maybe like there were cases where people really weren't here for the right reasons, where they had a girlfriend and whatever, big shocker. So it's like had a big plot twist. So it's like it's not uncommon. Like yeah, there have been in the past seasons, like people in the older seasons, like people that have come here for the wrong reasons, but it's never been such a spectacle like it is now. You know what I mean? Like it's never been one thing where it's like every season. If you notice, every season it's always like the same question, like, is she here for the right reason? Is he here for the right reason? I don't think they're here for the right reason. I don't think their twos are genuine. I think they're being just genuine. It's just disingenuine. Like it's just now in this generation, in this newer seasons, where it's like this is becoming like an issue, such a big issue every season, and it just shows you, like, because that's where we are now. Like everybody really is scamming. Like everybody, let's be real here, they really are coming into the show for the wrong reasons. Like people are coming here because they want get fame, they want to get publicity, they want to get a startup in the entertainment industry, they want to become a reality star, they want to get the Instagram followers, get that Insta fame, they want to get the Instagram followers, they want to start making some money. So yes, people do be coming on the show now for like a come up. It's not like how it was in older seasons, like, or people really came here with just genuine touches of meeting somebody and falling in love. Like, no, like people aren't coming here to scam. They're coming here to scam. And that's why I'm like looking at all these other girls like talking ish about LA, because I'm like, oh, you're not here scamming too? Because I'm pretty sure a big percentage of you girls are here because you want to come up. So it's like, we're not gonna add to you. Like if like a lot of y'all other bitches aren't here scamming too. Like, okay, we're not gonna keep acting like this. Okay, so so it really has just become a spectacle now. Like, are you here for the right reasons? It's become such an issue and such a big topic now every season, because like that really is what is happening. Like everybody's coming on the show to scam and not for the right reasons. Like, so yeah. And I think there are, but I don't think that necessarily means that they're not genuine about finding love though. Like they could be like somebody like they like the contestants could be coming here and being like, this would be a great opportunity for a come up, right? But they could at the same time though be like, no, be open to finding love with the bachelorette. Like that doesn't take away from it. Like you could come here and just be like, you're a person come here with this mindset like, okay, I'm gonna get followers, I'm gonna do my best to do the best on the show, and I'm gonna get a platform, I'm gonna get followers, I'm gonna get some money, and if I can find love in the process, get a fine dude, if I can get like a fine cool dude or a fine cool girl at the end of this, then it's like and smart and sweet and all the great qualities, and it's like sweet deal, like a bonus, like that's a bonus, like people are coming here for a come up, but then if they actually come out here finding love, then like, okay, that's a nice bonus, right? Like, so it's not like they're just like completely not coming here for love or not open to love. Like they could be, but they mostly just, but like they most like but they initially the reason why they want to come here, you know, is I want fame, I want followers. Yes, I want fame, I want followers, I want money, I want publicity, I want to become a reality star, you know. Yeah, give that to me. So, okay. With Peter Madison, they have a really cute moment. I'm really like these two. Like, Peter was talking about how she was a good break and really refreshing from the other drama that's going on, and that she makes him feel good and feel better talking to her and all that stuff. And I'm like, these two are really into each other. Like, they continue to do that whole rubbing noses type thing and really feeling each other and like being really intimate and connected and have a really strong chemistry and rubbing noses and also continuously, and just the way they touch and the way they put the faces together, it's like, yeah, those two are strong. Then everything was fine between LA and Peter. Peter says that he believes her, but then Victoria, she comes in and she has something else to say. Victoria says that she knew Alea before this, and that Alea asked her to lie and to act like if they didn't know each other. And okay. And so then Peter goes back to Alea and he says what Victoria told her, and she's like so like shook, like just like, wait, what? And then she gives a reason that she just didn't want it to affect. She just genuinely, just innocently, just didn't want it to affect them getting onto the show and passing in the show and being qualified, you know. Which I guess, you know, her reasons do make sense, I guess. And like, you can't really guarantee like that would really messed up their chances of getting on the show, but like, I guess, I guess it makes sense, you know, that if this would have like worried her or whatever. So that's just why she innocently asked her to do that. And I guess Victoria took it the wrong way and took it like if she was like wanting to lie and manipulate, so, and intrigue. So but Peter says like that looks very dishonest and disingenuous and like fake. So also I can understand both sides. I can understand where both sides are coming from. Like, it definitely looks bad. Like the way Peter, like viewpoint that Peter's looking at, it does look bad. It does, because you are looking like you're faking, like you wanted to manipulate, you know, and you didn't want, you want to, you had a plan. You didn't want to get fucked up. So it's like you wanted to manipulate. You wanted intrigue. You wanted, so it's like and like how he took it as lying. He took it as dishonesty, and what he says that he wanted complete open and honesty, and so this was a major red flag to Peter. But honestly, I don't know, I feel like there's a chance that she really is telling the truth from her side, but I can understand why it looks so bad to Peter. So yeah, it's a whole mess. So we get to the rose ceremony, and so yeah, Leia's freaking out, and then all the girls are freaking out, like, well, the majority. But yeah, so, and then McKenna, it's so funny, something that McKenna does that me really laugh. Like, she starts going like, she goes like, I don't want him to give up on me yet. I have so much to give, like so much to offer. I don't want to like leave without actually getting a chance to know who I am. Oh girl, don't cry ever again, please don't. On national TV, girl, don't do it. Oh gosh, she has such an ugly cry. Like, she, like, straight up just Kim Kardashian. Like, girl, you got an ugly crying face syndrome, girl. You got that Kim Kardashian syndrome, girl. Like, ooh. The ugly crying face, girl. You got the ugly crying face syndrome. Ooh, girl. Don't do it, girl. Don't cry. You do. It's not a good look, girl. It's not a good look. Oh, girl. So yeah, so Peter just hasn't. He's so fucked up. He's freaking out. He has no idea what he's doing. He's no idea what he has to do. He thought he was gonna get clarity just by standing there, but he still doesn't. So he's just like, what the fuck, and like he just has no idea what to do. But then I guess he does end up making a decision, and then Chris comes out and takes out Rose, which is like, I was definitely, when that moment happened, I was just like, wait, what the f-? I think this is the first time that this happened. Like, you just straight up take one rose and just say, like, this is the last rose. Like, all of them bitches still hadn't had a rose that was probably just like, excuse me? So, yeah. And so then, yeah. So, he gives the last rose to McKenna. Which means bye-bye to Alea. Unfortunately, it breaks my heart. So, yeah. Then Jasmine, Alexa, and the blonde girl, I don't know what her name was, but she was really pretty. Jasmine was really pretty too. All these girls are really pretty. Yeah. So they get eliminated, but I liked all of them, so it's like, so yeah, pretty sure, hopefully we'll see them in paradise. Hopefully. And along with Alea. And I hated this. I was just like, excuse me. And so, yeah. So, but like, I'll give it to Alea. I feel like she handled this situation so maturely. Like, she said she respects Peter's choice, even though she's disappointed that she wasn't able to prove him wrong. She respects his choice. She doesn't hold resentment towards Victoria. Like, she handled herself really maturely. Like, yes. I respect that. And I was like, I feel so distraught because I was just like, you really finna let go of this bitch? Like, she was bringing in all the fashions. Like, even tonight, she came up with, like, pretty wavy hair as usual. And then she had, like, this cute black, I don't know which one you call it. Is it, like, a bodysuit or jumpsuit? Yeah, one of those two. Like, yeah, she was just, like, so cute, so trendy, so fashionable, so sexy, so elegant, so couture or whatever, and like a gold wrap or something, or belt. And I was like, sickening. She even and I've said it, like, Alea is coming in with the looks. She has some looks, and then she even leaves looking sickening. And I'm like, I generally, like, from what I've noticed, Alea has been the one coming in with all the fashions right now this season. I'm coming in with all the looks, which I love, because it's like, if you come on national TV, you better come with the looks, okay? And that's exactly what Alea was giving us. She was giving us the looks. She was giving us the fashion. So I'm just like, if she leaves, we are missing. I was really looking forward to a whole season of seeing this queen's fashions and looks. Like I was really like, that was something that really disappointed me. Like, really distraught me. I was like, are we not gonna see any more of her looks? No, I want to keep seeing more of her looks. I don't like this. But Peter does not feel good about his choice. He says he thought he was gonna feel good once he made his decision. Understandable, but he's like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't feel good. He feels really bad. Actually, he wants to he's like talking about how he wants to stop her from leaving and wants to bring her back or whatever, all these things. And I'm just like, Sydney, you see, you celebrated too quick. You celebrated too soon. Because Sydney was already like, I'm so happy he eliminated Leia. It was the right choice. She ain't good for him. She fake. She had to go. She had to leave. But Sydney, you celebrated too quick, sis. You see, you celebrated too quick. Okay, girl, because now it's going to come to bite you in the ass. And I'm so ready for next week. Oh, you can already see next week. It's going to be so messy. I can't wait to see all the reactions when Leia comes back. Like, aha, Sydney, you thought. You thought. But you thought wrong. And okay, and then all the girls are going to straight up just walk out on Peter. I was just like, Bachelorette's on strike. Yeah. Like, this season is giving it to us. Like this is be the first time this happens in Bachelor history. I love how every season there's always something new that's never happened in Bachelor history. Like, always giving. This show is always giving. So yeah. Like, I was like shook, and I'm like, are they just straight up gonna walk out on this boy? Like, I feel bad for Peter because he's so sweet and he's so cute, and for this to happen to him, I'm just like, oh my baby. But it's probably gonna be with right reasons behind it. Like, they're probably gonna have very, very right and strong reasons for making this decision to walk out on his ass, for sure, probably. So yeah, definitely probably gonna be cheated and disrespected, definitely. So, I guess after Alea comes back, they're gonna feel cheated and disrespected. So it's like they're just gonna, Alea come back, they're just gonna be like, okay, peace. Like, yeah. So we better get ready. Oh, another thing I'm gonna mention, Victoria P. I said once I wanted to count her lip bites, and she, from my results, she my calculations, she bit her lips like seven. She bit her lips 7 times. Keep in mind, I did not get to see. I wasn't looking all the time when she was with Peter. So, and when we saw Victoria just on camera, so it's like I can't really say for certain that this is number, like concretely say yes, she bit her lips 7 times, like 7 times and maybe more. There's a chance that she probably bit her lips more and I just missed out on it. But yeah, at least a minimum, she bit her lips 7 times. I told her she's a lip biter. She like biting your lip. Yeah. Okay, girl. Okay, I feel you, girl. Oh, but another girl who I'm noticing something from, Madison. Madison also likes, she has her own thing. She like, sticking the tongue out. Like, and when she accepted the rose from Peter, she accepted it with sticking her tongue. She started laughing and then she stuck her tongue out like, and then got the rose, and I'm just like, this is her thing. Okay, so Victoria P's thing is biting the lip, and then but Madison's thing is sticking the tongue out, all cute and whatever. Okay, girl. I feel like it's so cute what she does, and it's very attractive. It's very attractive. Like she starts laughing, and then she takes her tongue out, like, I'm living for these ladies, all of them, really. So yeah. Great group of girls. Probably a lot of them scamming. Some of them being hella annoying, but still a great group of girls, The majority, great group of girls. So yeah. Okay, so that's it. If you enjoyed watching this review, leave a like, please leave a comment. Let's start a conversation. Let's get a conversation going. Come on, let's do this. Like, yes, like, give me a comment, like, what you thought about the episode. We can get into it, and I will reply to all of them. Honestly, truly, I will. And, just talk to me about anything. The show, you can talk to me about your hopes, your dreams, your life tragedies. And we can just conversate. So, yeah. And subscribe. Share, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do it now. I have no subscribers. A girl is desperate. Yeah, just subscribe. Like, I have no subscribers. My life. I have no subscribers. And I'm just like, what are y'all doing here? What are we doing here? Like, come on, like, you can be the first, and like, you can be the first. Why don't you want to be the first? Like, subscribe to this. Like, come on now. Like, so be the first. So subscribe, and you might be the first. Like, don't you want to be the first? Like, how many times can you say that you have been the first subscriber? Not everybody can say that, right? Not a lot. So yeah, you can be the first. The first subscriber. Don't you want that for your life? For your life? I mean, come on. So yeah, so like, comment, share, and subscribe. And so thank you so much for watching, and